What's flooding the house? The water's raising. Oh, the water's rising. Yeah, now it's my turn to go pee. I go pee in peace. Holy shit.
Never.
I applied for that Napa job.
You did?
Yeah, hopefully they hit me up.
Hell yeah. I like doing that shit. That shit was so easy, bro, and it's cool because you get to meet different people that run businesses and own their own businesses and shit like that.
It's the one by fucking Beaverage and Transit Center.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
yeah, that one will be busy. You'll be going to all the dealerships and shit.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I applied there. I'm being drinking.
Yeah, you'll be doing hella deliveries at Ford, at Danebro Ford, at the Toyota.
Yeah, bro. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna fly. It's like, what's the least? I'm playing my game now. Thanks, not. He said, okay.
My bad, I'm making my hashtag real quick.
You wanna go home? You wanna go to your mom's house? She's asking me. She wants to know if you wanna go home today.
He's like, nah, we're chilling.
Yeah, but don't hype it up. Because what happened yesterday...
Yeah. Hype it.
What's good, my boy?
It's not gonna happen. So if you leave it alone, it might happen. But if you keep asking, it's not gonna happen.
Tony on daddy duties right now.
Oh shit, okay. I thought I did something bad. I was like, oh nah, what did I do?
Nah, Tony talking to his kids right now.
For sure. Yeah, nah, I was trying to run a free-for-all, didn't even finish, bro. I was getting to the lead, but I didn't want to keep playing because I knew 3 of them were using walls, bro.
Man, I'm getting sick of that shit.
Alright, bro, check this out. So, this was the only way I was getting a bunch of kills, because they were feeding me kills. And I already pretty much figured they were using walls, so since I knew they were using walls, I pretty much just, like, forced them into running into me, knifed them, and then I was already, it was like 5-5 with someone, but they were just fucking cheating, bro.
Yeah.
Using walls. Because it was like,
so annoying.
I'm running around, and then I get killed. And then I'm watching the kill cam and shit, and then I'm you know what I'm saying? They haven't even spawned in. I spawn in, and then they fucking flip around. They turn around, start running towards me, and then they see me and they start shooting me.
It's fucked.
Like literally, this guy was running a whole nother way, stops, turns around, runs back inside, and then he airs me out.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I started killing him, right? Cause I was like, oh, figure, okay. So I run, stop, run back through that doorway, catch 2 of them, jump down, catch another one that's trying to come up, and I caught another one in the cause this was the one with the fish tank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I go in there. He's camping in there waiting. So I threw something up on the thing, came running up, got him, and then I got shot by someone else, but then someone else killed that guy. Cause it was like everybody was like fucking, they were all converging into that one room. And I'm just no, it wasn't a training camp. It was
No. I said you guys were just trading kills real quick.
oh, well they were using walls, bro.
Yeah,
Walls,
shit's
because it
fucked
was
up,
like
bro.
because I went in that one room, right? I went in that room and shit, got killed, and then next thing I know, there's like 4 different people coming up there, and they're all shooting each other after I died. Like literally, like their main focus was the guy with the blades, which was. And after I died, they just like started fucking looking at each other, shooting each other. Crazy in there.
Yeah, I got
I was
fucking
like, nah, I don't
tracked
want to
through
do
a
this.
wall yesterday on fucking Battle Royale, and I went to go like slide behind this dumpster, and the dude shot through the whole dumpster and fucking got me, and I'm like, no fucking way, bro.
It might have also had aimbot, because if he was shooting you through that shit, that might mean that might mean he was following you.
Yeah, like,
Cause
yeah, so I reported him, but the
but
game never did shit about it, so I was like, whatever.
I don't even know. I don't know. Uh, I don't know if they have that shit off. I heard about it.
Yeah, I heard that they
Before
weren't doing as much about reports anymore because everyone been spamming.
what was it? Last season. Last season they turned that shit off. I don't know if they turned it back on or. 'Cause
Like,
they
I don't
said
know.
they did
Tony
some
said that he
upgrades.
got somebody banned recently on this season, so I don't know.
Yeah, but you have to get a video of them. Even words, bro.
That's what I
Yeah,
told them
supposedly
too, and they
words.
wanted to ban my account and shit. And I'm like, bro, I play live on stream every time I play, bro. Like, y'all can go watch my fucking stream and see that I'm not fucking cheating, bro.
Yeah, nah. They'll go by word of mouth.
Yeah, oh god.
Yeah.
I don't know. They do have those cheats that are untraceable, though, or undetectable, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking $200 packages or some shit.
Yeah, I don't even know about that, to be honest.
Lies. But yeah,
Nigga said
man.
lies.
Uh yeah, I'm not really gonna be playing Warzone. Wanted to come talk for a bit. Got an hour and a half.
You said you don't want to play Warzone?
Nah. I mean, I was playing yesterday. Yeah.
Were you getting cooked?
Well, you gotta remember, bro, it's Warzone. Like, you think you're cooking until you meet someone else.
Yeah.
Either hacking or cheating. And they're just gonna cook you, bro. You got no other option. You know? It's like, fuck. I got 5 shots on him. He got 3 shots on me.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, so
Well, then there's
that's
COD
making him a
timing
player
too, where
again.
everybody's on a different fucking ping, you know.
No,
So like
yeah.
your movement's
Look,
different than theirs, and it's like fuck.
you gotta remember, like I said, I got 5 shots on him, right? I'm the first one shooting. I had 5 shots, landed 5 shots. He landed 3, got me, and I was the first one shooting.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Dude, I've
That's
had
amazing
people
work right
shoot
there.
me in the back, bro, like break all my plates from like shooting me in the back, and I'll whip around and fucking still kill them, bro.
Bro, I've seen somebody shooting me while I was like I guess I could say ahead of them, and somehow the gun still registered that they were aiming at me forward.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
that kind
dude,
of
I
shit.
was fucking scrolling on my game page yesterday, and I fucking saw this video where this guy said that the game server forgot that he was even playing. And so he's in the game playing Battle Royale on Verdansk, and he's camping so hard the game forgot he was fucking there, bro. Like, there was 3 people left, and he was one of them. And you see the guy right over, like, not too far from him. He kills this other player on the hill, and this dude's trying to shoot at him at the same time. The guy kills the other guy, and the dude that was camping there, nothing happens to him, but all of a sudden the game is over, and the guy that killed the other guy got first place. And, yeah, and then it put the guy up in the helicopter at the end of Warzone and shit, and it just, like, acted like he wasn't even in the game, bro. Like, what the fuck?
It sounds like the game was bugging out.
Yeah, for real, dude. I would have been so mad. He was down to the last 2, and then it was like, game over. This guy wins.
He was probably overclocking. That's considered cheating.
Yeah, that shit weird, bro. I was like, dude, I would be so pissed. He got that shit on video, bro. Like, in the replay, it puts the U tag over that guy's player, so it's like, this is you over here. This is the guy killing this guy for the win, and you lose automatically. Like, I was like, bro, I would have been so fucking mad.
Yeah, speaking about mad, I got one of those dudes mad earlier. One of the ones that were
Dude, that happened to me yesterday.
Where you died
No, but
the game ended, and then all of a sudden we were back in the game after it said game over.
Yeah, dude, so me and Tony were playing before, and we all died, right? And it said game over, and then all of a sudden, we were spawning back into the game, bro, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And yesterday, bro, I was playing on quads, and I fucking died. There was no more buy stores left, and, they were down to like the last couple squads and shit, and all of a sudden I'm spawning back in, and I'm like, how? And I was the only one alive. Everyone else was dead, bro. I was like, how? There was no jailbreak, nothing, bro. I was like, what the fuck? But I died so quick. I was like, there was no point in even doing that.
Yeah, now Warzone might be bugged, because I've died in Gulag and came right back.
Oh, really?
Because you're not supposed to come back. Yeah, you're not supposed to come back after Gulag. Like, if you die in Gulag and shit.
Yeah, unless somebody buys you.
And I was just like, no, this was solos.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was
That's
solos.
crazy.
Bro. I just came right back, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that should be bugging, bro.
Controller down. Like, you know, like, you pull your phone out, you're like, you know, you're just like, you're done. And then all of a sudden, like, oh, gas is moving in. Da, da, da. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't even know. Like, that's why now I'm saving my streams. But I say that because, yeah, Warzone is bugging. Warzone be bugging out. And
I was trying to figure out how to fucking do all that on Twitch, dude. I have clips saved on my Twitch, and I don't even know how they got on there or why, bro. And it's like, they're dumb as fuck, too. I'm just like, damn.
Go on your website. Log in on the website, because even if you don't have...
Oh, on a fucking computer server?
You use your phone... No. You just use your phone. Click on the desktop settings to activate desktop settings. And from there, you log into your account, and then you're going to go into your settings. Look for... like content. I think.
Yeah.
Content, and then from content, it's gonna ask you like something about VOD. You turn that on, where it'll save the previous VODs and shit onto your channel. So.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, I just don't. The only thing is, I don't know how to edit the titles for the videos, because after they're posted, I think they're just posted.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, and then from there you could even add little suggestions under your channel and stuff, you know, like...
That's why I'm fucking with YouTube heavy, bro. Like, if I post a video up on there and, like, I already have all my audio, like, over the video from while I'm playing and shit, I can go and fucking just, like, do an audio over the video and, like, describe what the fuck's going on if I wanted to. Or, like, whatever. I could literally do anything. I could add a bunch of edits and shit. Like, shit's crazy. And it automatically saves my stream every time, so I'm just like, nice.
Just have to be careful for copyright. That's the only issue with
Yeah, I've had that happen once or twice.
after you upload a video, the chances of it either getting demonetized or copyrighted is like 1 out of 3. But Twitch, you don't really have that
Yeah, Twitch
problem because
doesn't
you
really
play a
care
lot of
about all
music.
that.
Oh yeah, it's just they're a little bit strict on what they allow you to use. Like say for your like your platform streaming and stuff, like they want you to use like what they provide you with. But YouTube, you're able to use like other OBS systems that are like independent, more
Yeah.
privacy, private. Yeah, because even Twitch, you have to have everything connected to your your bank. Well, you could do with PayPal.
Twitch got me fucking banned on PayPal, nigga.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, they're strict. They're very strict. But YouTube, you could just like I think
Yeah,
you could
because
pay.
I had a donation button on my Twitch, and if you click the donation button, it pull up my fucking PayPal and shit, where you could donate money to, you know, to like support my stream or whatever the fuck you want to do. And
I think what somebody did was they canceled the purchase. They basically tried saying like, "Oh, I got scammed." That's probably how
no,
they
what
scammed the
happened
account.
was you're not, you're typically not supposed to do that in the first place. But I think somebody
Yeah, you could.
fucking said something, or like Twitch caught on that I did that, and they fucking like removed it. And I fucking went to use my PayPal account and said I was banned from fucking PayPal, and I was like, damn.
Nah, it they allow PayPal. They're supposed to allow PayPal. It's just what the other one of the users probably sent a complaint, a file complaint, and they can. All it takes is one bad complaint, and the whole account's gone.
Yeah, the whole shit show goes up in flames type of shit. Yeah. Oh, they got Blunt Man and
Yeah,
Chronic now.
that's crazy.
Bruh, they
How
got
many
Blunt Man and
what?
Chronic. Why didn't they release that on 420? It's literally 2 days away.
I don't know. They're trying to get money, bro. Want the guap?
What? They gave
I
him a
think their
bong
pockets,
staff, dude?
their pockets, bro. They gotta fill them pockets because they just got robbed by fucking or not even. They didn't get robbed. They got fucking. They downsized, bro.
Yeah, they did.
They fired a
And,
whole bunch of people.
and, other game creators are listening to the fans right now, and they're trying to come
Because
up
they're
with a
getting in
better,
trouble.
they're
It's
trying to come
funny,
up with a better game than Call of Duty to replace them.
bro. So I heard this was yesterday. A couple of the game developers got in trouble with AA or AAA.
Oh, with the insurance company?
Yep.
For what?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I gotta
Because I
look
know
into
right
that
now the
too.
creators that make Battlefield, they're trying to put a new game in the works
AAA,
that's a little different.
AAA. Yeah, that's AAA, and they're actually older. They're like
Yeah, dude, they've been around longer than COD.
they've been no longer than Blizzard.
Activision. Yeah, and Blizzard, yeah.
So
Well, because
Activision,
Activision was around before Blizzard. I think they just added them on for like this type of gaming.
no, no,
Because
Blizzard
Blizzard
was
wasn't
before
there for
Activision.
Tony Hawk and shit.
No, but Blizzard was in charge of their first projects were the RPGs,
Oh, okay.
like like World of Warcraft and shit, and that shit's
Yeah.
from the early '90s, like '92.
Yeah, but that wasn't through Activision.
Who did Diablo? Diablo was also Blizzard, wasn't it?
I honestly can't tell you. I don't remember off top. Let me see, bro. Let me see. What was it again?
Yeah, Diablo, the first Diablo. So it'd be like Diablo.
Blizzard, yep.
Oh
Microsoft.
shit, yeah.
Oh,
See,
it's for all the platforms, but yeah, Blizzard makes it. Blizzard Entertainment and Sierra Entertainment.
yeah.
David
And
Brevik.
Sierra did Half-Life.
Yeah. I've seen Sierra on a couple good games.
Yeah, but they went out of business. Remember, they sold to Valve.
Oh, that's right.
They gave them their employees and their studios.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, so AAA is the last standing uh like original I think it's new people though, but they're like one of the oldest developers. So it's like whenever like they come out on the news or not on the news, like in
Oh,
the
that's who
game,
makes
it's because like
Battlefield. It's DICE.
DICE.
Yeah, DICE makes Battlefield, and DICE is fucking good, bro. I fuck with them.
Are they even still open?
Yeah, bro, they're still making Battlefield games too.
Yeah, well, I heard something about that, but that was to
Yeah,
me
so
that sounded like it was
basically
just for
everyone
fans.
that's ever played Battlefield and Call of Duty people that have played Battlefield are now trying to get Battlefield to make a new game or create a new war style game to replace Call of Duty, and they're actually open to doing it.
Yeah, so that's what I heard. So that's
Yeah,
part of the
because
reason why
they're not
for
gonna
the
copy
AAA.
fucking Epic Games like Activision is doing. They're gonna fucking make it. They're gonna listen to the fans and what the the consumer
They
wants.
already have they have their own mechanics that they use. COD,
Yeah, they
you
do,
know
and
what?
they've been ahead of the
COD,
game for a while now.
Activision tried stealing their mechanics in Modern Warfare 3.
Yep, they tried to do it in Modern Warfare 2. I know that for a fact, bro. When they put
Ground
the
War,
DMZ mode on there for
Ground
the first
War,
time.
Ground War.
Yeah, Ground War.
Ground War was a basically it was a steal from Battlefield. It was like the whole mechanics. They stole the mechanics from Battlefield and they put it in Call of Duty.
I knew there was a
It was
reason
like,
I liked
oh
playing that mode so much.
yeah, because it was like, oh yeah, cool. You got helicopters or whatever, and then
Yeah, you could do
like
anything,
they
and
don't.
then there's so many fucking
Yeah,
people like to go against and kill, bro. Like it's not ever a fucking dull moment on those maps.
bingo. Yeah, see, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, since you guys like fucking, because I used to have a group, and I used to tell them like, hey, we got to play what you guys wanted to play. Now let's go play what I want to play. Let's go play some
Bro,
games,
on God,
you
it's
know. And
so hard to find anybody that likes those modes, bro. I didn't have one person on my friends list that fucked with those game modes, bro.
uh,
I would
I
look
just
at the
made them.
stats and shit on my shit for those game modes, and nobody was on there from my friends list. I was like, damn.
A lot of people didn't like it because there was a lot of snipers.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's
true, but
that's
I mean,
how it
like, at
is.
the same
That's
time, there's
how it
so
is.
much shit to do and so much points to make in that game,
Bro,
and
you make content.
they're not even that long.
You make content on fucking Ground War, dude. That's what I was trying to do.
No, and they don't
Especially like
have it on
getting
here, huh?
no, not on Black Ops. It was a Modern Warfare. It was Modern Warfare thing.
Yeah, I think fucking casual fucking battle royale is like the closest you get.
But yeah, dude, that shit. Um, fuck. Yeah, so the mechanics, the whole thing about you hopping into vehicles, uh, and then the vehicles being on map, and the mechanics for the vehicles, because these vehicles were like separate from Warzone. Like
Yeah,
they were specifically only for Ground War, and you were able to unlock them in like season passes and shit. The black cells.
yeah,
Well, I mean, you'll already get access to the vehicle, but it's like, oh yeah, you get skins for this vehicle, and it's for this new mode that we have, Ground War. And, You could slap on all these skins and stuff. We'll put vehicles from like the original uh Warzone and shit, like that big old transport helicopter,
Yeah.
the Razorback.
Bro, I
Like
swear
they
to
went
God,
all out.
I miss Battlefield Bad Company too, bro. Where they had like the different roles you played. Like if you had 4 people on a team in a game, one person was engineer, one person was assault, one person was medic, the other person was like recon or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then like, if you have a grenade launcher attachment on your fucking guy, like you shoot that shit at the side of a building, it blows a hole in it, and you can just run in the hole. Like you don't have to worry about somebody camping in a
That's how
corner
good the
watching a
mechanics.
door.
How good the mechanics were, dude. Like you literally
Dude,
shoot
way
the
back
side
then
corner of a
too,
wall,
bro.
you pierce a hole in there. If you skill it just right to where you shoot all corners of those structures,
Yeah, then it
the building
fucking
just
drops
crumbles.
the whole building.
Everybody dies in there.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was
Battlefield 4.
dude, I was #1 in the world on that game, bro. I had so many people coming together. Like, I'd get put with other people on the leaderboards for the world leaderboard, and they would fucking just all try to come for me so that they could fucking stab me and try and get my fucking dog tags, bro, and they never could, bro. I'd always do
Oh,
that
that's
sidestep
crazy.
shit and fucking nick them with my knife and get their tags, bro, and I'd fucking go and show that shit off. I was #1 on there for a long ass time too, and then I moved on to fucking doing MLG for Call of Duty, and like the game wasn't popular anymore, but people were still playing, and I got removed. But
I still
yeah,
play
that shit
my
was
Battlefield.
fucking the best time of my life, bro. I fucking loved that game. That game was fucking amazing, bro. I've never played a game that good ever in my life.
Now the only way that you'll be able to see that game alive is on PC. Bad Company 2.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever played that or if you remembered. They had a DLC for it too for Vietnam. And they load you into the Vietnam War, bro. And it was so fucking perfect, bro. Like, even my dad, because he was in that war, bro, he loved that game mode so much, playing the Vietnam mode. I was like, damn.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the older Battlefields, especially online servers. A lot of them are cooked, bro. They're done. Look how
Yeah.
old we are, bro.
Yeah, we're old, bro.
Crazy. Closing down servers and shit. PS3. Um, there's still some servers on PS3, but you literally have to like you have to Reddit search that shit. Find
I
a group
still
of
have a
people.
guy on my friends list from Battlefield Bad Company 2, and during the time when that game was fucking booming and shit, this guy, I play with him all the time, bro, and fucking glaze everybody. And he was actually enlisted in the Marines or something like that at the time. And this fool was badass, bro. Like, he knew how to do everything, like, perfect. Even in the game, bro. Like, this shit was real life, you know? And he's like, yeah, man, I'm getting called back to duty again, you know, so I'm going to be going back overseas and shit. So it's going to be a while until you'll see me back on type shit, you know? And he never, ever, ever got on again after that, bro. I never saw him, bro. So, like, maybe he died. I don't even fucking know, bro. I still have him, though. I always remember playing with him, but I feel like he might have died, bro, because he never got back on again.
Yeah. Well, it depends, cause it sounded like he spent most of his time like serving. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe he
That's not
stayed in
good.
it, or maybe he upgraded, or I don't know. Maybe he stopped playing games. I don't know, man. I just
Well, how
assumed he
was his men?
died for like the longest time, bro, because I was
How was
pretty
his
sure he'd
mentality
get
before
back
he left?
on. That was like his release, if anything, you know. Because if it wasn't for video games like that, that man probably would have been outside doing that shit.
How long ago?
That was fucking. When did Battlefield Bad Company 2 come out? It was probably like a few months after it came out or some shit like that. I think it was like 2010 or something.
I don't know. Yeah, he should already be off service. Out of
Yeah,
service.
yeah, he should have been off
If
service
not,
long ago.
then I don't know. Because most people that spend like 10 years plus, they always have some type of like battle, and then they what's the word? They take they opt out. I don't know.
Still though,
That's why I
after
was
all
saying,
these
like,
years, he could have went and got his shit and then went back and he could have had his shit at a house on base type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was like that.
it's more what's more important is his mentality.
Yeah. Well, also, because I have a homie in the Marines right now, and, like, I know he's come home and got some stuff, or, like, brought stuff home and gone back type shit, because he's posted in the Palms down in Cali. But, his homie that was down there with him, stationed down in the Palms with him in Cali, he went off to Japan, and homie was going to go too, but his wife didn't really want to go there type shit, so he's like, yeah, I don't want to go there either. But his homie went and left his PS5 at the barracks and said that my homie could just keep it. So I was like, that's fucking dope, free PS5. But yeah, it seemed like maybe he couldn't even take his shit with him over there.
They're only allowed to bring so much stuff.
Yeah. I doubt they want you bringing your fucking game console.
That's funny you brought that up, because I think a lot of sailors had the same issues.
Oh,
So,
sailors
they
most
have to bring,
definitely, bro. You don't really have a place on the ship to do all that. There's like one
they have to
spot in the
carry
ship for like entertainment shit.
you have to carry your shit around with you, bro. Literally, I think that's what it was. Like, even when you go back to the barracks, you gotta take that shit with you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never really asked my dad about all that.
Well, that's just from what I saw. Cause I remember seeing a guard on or a sailor on guard shift.
Yeah.
He was playing. What was he playing on? I think he was playing on 360, but I wasn't sure what game he was playing. I can't remember. It wasn't an online game, because you're in a ship, and for the most part, like when you're on a specific level of the ship, you have no service.
Yeah, none.
So
And it's not like you
you
just
have
have
to literally.
fucking free outlets to plug shit into, you know?
Well, I mean, when the ship's powered up, yeah, they have
They do have some, but I know they do have an entertainment room too, but like that's kind of limited too.
gym also. I seen the gyms.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no, they have some gamers, and a lot of them they have to bring their own consoles and stuff.
If I was in the Navy, I'd
But
choose
whenever they're
submarine,
leaving the ship,
bro. Submarine has the best
oh no,
chefs, and you have free ice cream 24 hours a day, dog. Oof.
yeah,
Catch me
but
in the
you're also
bathroom.
you have a high chance of getting a medical health risk. Submarine,
Yeah.
uh, depending on
Everything is a
bacteria.
everything's a greater
Yeah,
risk all around being on that shit.
well, especially in a submarine, because
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
go
that's
to
what
the
I'm
air.
saying. Yeah, you're
When
limited
you're going
air.
down, it's
You're
more
way
limited.
further down too. You know, you might not ever come back up.
Yeah.
That's one thing you have to think about.
Then they have to have the CO2 diffusers.
You don't see the light of
Basically, this.
day for long periods of time, dude. You lose track of what fucking day or year
No,
it is.
they can. They can.
They can, yeah, but that's when they like surface, and that's if you like if you like go up top type shit. There's a lot of people that don't even do that.
Because of like they have rails and stuff, but they've had problems with sailors getting swept by waves and shit.
Yeah.
That's probably why they don't want to get out there and then like find out that the waves are kind of crazy and stuff. But they do surface. I know they do surface. They have to in a point in day, and in the point of day, they have to surface to allow some of the sailors to get sun, the ones that need it.
They have subs that carry nukes, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Imagine having to be on one of those, bro, and that motherfucker implodes.
That's the worst case scenario. But like one of the things that's most common is a lot of sailors getting cancer.
Yeah.
From basically due from the nuclear reactor. But when they say that it's that like, oh, that's not a probable cause, because whenever they have this thing on,
I don't think it's public information yet that they do that, because when my dad died of cancer and shit, we tried to basically get at some shit like that, because he was in Vietnam, so they were using Agent Orange too.
Yeah,
So they were using Agent Orange too. Like, there was a lot of different chemicals going on at the time, but they didn't want to say anything about it because it hadn't been public information that they were doing that at the time.
They don't want to report it.
No.
They don't want to report it.
But yeah, I learned a whole lot of fucking shit from my homie that joined the Navy. He wound up becoming special intelligence for the Navy. So this fool was telling me like higher class shit that my dad wasn't even able to fucking know, you know? And I was like, damn.
Yeah, so the spec ops, they like psyops, spec ops, what they do is they're taught how to hack.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I already know. Even if there's somebody in the free world that's fucking just hacking, and you're one of the best hackers, bro, our government will fucking hire you.
Yeah, they let them know. They let them know when and who target and stuff. Is like sometimes for the most time it's not really targeting somebody. It's like more so they scan like every type of information that leaves the ship. And they make sure that there's no mole, spy, no information's been compromised. They make sure that none of the networks were compromised. Like they do everything. Like they literally they're like the safety web over the ship.
Yeah, when my dad was in the Navy, he was on the Ranger aircraft carrier. That was the one that was getting relieved by
so their computers even could detect if you're watching porn on their ship.
Damn.
No, for real.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of new tech now, bro.
If you're taking photos too, if you're taking photos on the ship, even if it's not uploaded or sent anywhere, they can still see that a photo was taken.
Yeah, they can run multiple radars at a time now with just the press of a button and shit. Are you familiar with their old systems and shit from like Vietnam or like prior? Shit was crazy, bro. Like, there was no one in recorded history that was able to track more than one radar scanner at a time because of the equipment back then. My dad was the only one able to do more than two at a fucking time, bro. And since he was able to do that, he was able to track things way more fucking accurately and shit. And one day, he said there was one thing he could not keep up with. And he'd never seen anything like that and shit. So he had to call the president type shit. And I guess the president told him basically right then and there, like, it's just like a UFO, just forget about it type shit. He's like, it's not necessarily like the enemy in a craft that we don't know about, but it also could be aliens, you know, because he's like, they're real. Like, other life exists outside of this planet is what he told him, you know. And I was like, that's crazy.
They log all that information in the mapping and mapping and blueprints. They take down the information, they write it down or whatever. sometimes they have to classify it, so they black out some of the things in the briefing. But
Yeah.
after the briefing's done,
Yeah,
they
he
file
said
it.
once he got back, he had to do a debriefing thing. But when he was on the
Yeah,
phone with him directly, he told him just to forget about it right then and there. And then he was out there and they were supposed to go back. And the shit that came out to relieve them had, fuck,
no,
who's that guy that,
it's
John McCain, bro. John McCain was on the boat that was supposed to relieve my dad's boat. And then that shit happened where the fucking jet shot the one that had John McCain in it. And like all that shit went south, so my dad wound up fucking being stuck out there for like 6 to 8 more months or some shit like that. So he's like, I fucking hated that motherfucker. But yeah, he's like, when we finally got back, yeah, they had to debrief me and all that. But he's like, after he left, he had the CIA on his ass trying to hire him all the fucking time, bro. He said he'd get shit in the mail all the time of them trying to recruit him for the CIA. I was like, why didn't you do it?
oh nah, that's not, it's not them trying to recruit, it's them trying to keep an eye on them.
Right, I feel like that's why he didn't do it.
That's what it was. That's what it was. They were trying to keep an eye on them.
But
Especially like
he would have been
after
perfect for that
after
shit
you've
too.
handled some top clearance level information, like that, something that's above his clearance, they have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, but I genuinely
That's
also
crazy.
believe that they wanted
You
it.
said
They just
CIA.
wanted him to be a part of them too. They're like, he already knows this shit. Let's further his knowledge, type shit. Because he
Hell
wasn't
nah.
he
Let me
wasn't too
find out.
tall and he wasn't too short. He was like, he'd probably be a little
Let
too
me find
handsome to
out.
be a CIA person. But other than that, he was normal
Nah.
looking type shit. Like he would have been perfect to be an agent. But
Let me find out. You're like Adam 22, bro. That's crazy.
nah, I'm not that corny.
Fuck. It makes sense now.
I understand it now.
I understand it now. Got you deep undercover. Hey, you want your dad to be free again? You gotta go in there and see what's all this hullabaloo about the stinks. I don't know. I was watching a video, a fucking Draco video. Was the one when they were fucking they were harassing them in the Uber driver car,
Yeah.
and it was just like this shit
Oh,
smelled so funny.
the one where the fucking cops were working for the Bloods and shit, and they pulled over the Uber driver.
Yeah, when he had his son with him.
Yeah, Baby Draco. That's the last time I saw Baby Draco before I saw him on Ralphie's stream, bro. I was like, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Because even his older streams, like a couple years ago, like right after Draco died, like he didn't have Baby Draco on them streams at all, bro. Like he was in like some garage, like little warehouse setup around a bunch of fucking fools he didn't even like, bro. Like it seems so fucking sketchy, bro.
Who, Draco?
No, fucking Ralphie, bro. Cause
Oh,
I've been following that fool's lives ever since, you know, like even before Draco died and like after Draco died and like right after, you could tell like he was still hella broken. He was in the random fucking place recording music and playing hella like unreleased Draco shit because he was sad.
probably like not knowing who to trust. That's probably why.
Yeah,
Seeing
exactly,
that
type
now.
shit. Nah, he's come a long way, bro.
Yeah, nah. So just let me go back to it, bro, with the police and shit. What was I? Oh yeah, yeah. They wanted Draco bad, bro. They wanted him so bad. I don't know what it had something to pertain with, but pissed off. Uh, I don't know, but just but like just going back and looking at it, it looked like he pissed off a fucking Scientology cult, bro.
Something like that. Because also, if you look
Yeah.
back, that one person that was the mayor or something, they were in on it too because they were helping hold him in there.
Oh no, I know.
And
I
then
know
once
LA's
they
corrupt,
finally
bro.
changed the mayor during COVID, that's what let him out. Because they're like, oh yeah,
I
this is
think
fucked up. Because they
yeah,
hadn't
but
been bought yet.
so LA has Scientology churches and shit.
Dude, Cali has a lot of shit, bro.
I know, but I'm
And
bringing
gangs
up
were created
Scientology.
there too, so it's
Scientology.
not just government politics that's going on that shapes
No,
shit. It's also
I
the
know,
gang politics.
but Scientology has their hands in a lot of shit. I don't understand what they would want with Draco, bro. Shit got deep, bro. That was like fucking so. Uh,
Who else has better wordplay
YG.
than Draco?
So all right, so but this is the crazy part. So YG.
Who else's
I don't
album
know.
has a banger on every single fucking track, bro?
But check this out. Check this out.
Who?
So I don't know if it's because like they have
Nah,
a friendship. If they have a relationship with fucking Freemasons and shit, right?
nah. He's
Scientology.
even got some shit I gotta skip, bro.
Fucking Dr. Dre.
But you hear what I'm saying? I'm trying to put some dots on Scientology. Uh, fuck. What other shit? Bloods. Oh, Freemasons. Yeah. Yeah, the fucking Freemasons and shit, because they're
No,
also
they're always
qualified as a
on.
cult.
They're always on some fuck shit. The Freemasons
So
are
that's what I'm
always on
trying
some
to.
fuck shit, bro.
That's what I'm trying to put some light on some shit, because they have money, bro. They're like the Jews. So here we are. We got these Bloods and shit, right? And then they go to these fools.
Where?
They go to these fools for like for money and shit, insurance,
Yeah.
building.
Where?
What is it like when they pay for buildings and shit, like loans, like for businesses and shit? Not a government loan, but like through a private loan type shit. Doing private loans with these cult members. Yeah, but I don't know, man. It sounds a little crazy, but it's like they bought buildings,
Yeah.
like private loans. A lot of them are private loans just for them to get those buildings and shit. Of course, it's like Inglewood. A lot of buildings in Inglewood were like loan money fronts. Yo,
I started the gangs around here, Paco. Me and my posse.
crazy.
Motherfucker. Gangs were around back in the posse days, if you don't remember. Remember the fucking Indians shooting the cowboys? Remember our muskets? We were a gang. Call me Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, yeah, but it wasn't a cult though. That wasn't a cult. Motherfuckers, they didn't ride around like no cowboys. They
You
were
know who
like
was the biggest gang of
fucking
all? Fucking Hitler.
Jews.
Hitler.
Oh,
The Nazis.
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, well, but he was a revolutionist. He was a revolutionist. Remember that?
That fool was a lot of things.
He didn't have any money. He didn't have any money for no army. So
Yeah,
what did he do?
nothing but haters, bro.
He's bro started up a cult. He started
Yeah,
up a
he
cult.
started up a
They
cult,
even had a
bro.
name. They had a name. They had a symbol. They had uniforms and
They
shit.
had
And
everything, dog.
they They went and protested against the
They brought
German
the dead
military.
back to life, bro.
They were doing meth.
They found out how to
I don't
fucking
know.
warp wormholes into teleports, dude. Like, what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah. Because they were getting into Luciferian energy and shit. And they were like they were
Dude,
learning
their
about the shit
scientists
about
were
Baphomet.
their scientists were the best ever, bro.
Bro, their scientists were fucking cult members, bro. They didn't give a fuck about restrictions.
Not at all, dude. They're
They
doing
were
the most fucked up shit to so many
they were
people, dude.
torturing they were torturing people in the name of science, bro. And they didn't care. They were the real cold demons.
Yeah,
They
I
didn't give a
agree with
fuck.
that shit, bro. Actually, most of the shit that they discovered is shit we use today in real life medicine.
Oh yeah, no, they
It's
were the
still
ones
being
that really like
translated
tested.
from German, dude.
They even tried to tamper with the fabric of time, bro.
Yeah, dude, they
Time
did. They
machines,
did
time
everything.
machines. There's something called the Bell Project. They tried to mess with the fabric of time.
This is how Call of Duty Zombies is what it is right now, bro. Because
No,
of
yeah,
real life shit.
I know, yeah. But for all we know, yeah, like they like you mess with time, and then because you mess with the time fabric and shit in space, you
Yeah.
have
That's why
the
you have
people
so
that are
many
stuck in
different versions
purgatory.
of like Richtofen and fucking a bunch of
No,
shit, you know?
because this sounds religious and shit. Because it's like once you're stuck in a place where there's no time, no like no movement or whatever, basically it's like purgatory, and anybody
Yeah.
that's stuck there can find their way out through the same way you came in. That's like a portal, right? And
Yeah.
then the people in purgatory are dead, like zombies and shit. They
Well, like
have
other
they
real life
possess no
shit that
will.
happened too was like after like when the Cold War
They've
was
been
going on and shit like that, like the shit was
yeah.
still
But think
happening.
about it.
So then
Those people are
they lost
considered
a lot of
actual
their
zombies.
Nazi scientists. So they started recruiting like American and Canadian scientists and like people from everywhere. And then
Well,
it really got
they killed a
weird.
lot of their own. They killed a lot of their own scientists.
Yeah. Well, a lot of Nazi scientists wound up in like far South America and like Africa and shit. And it's like, how do you think they got there, bro?
They were
I
forced.
feel
They were
like they
forced
just
to do it.
teleported over there type shit. Because I don't know if you know about the Stargate thing or whatever the fuck it was, but
Oh,
there was wormhole
we had our
portals or
own.
worm gates or stargates or whatever that
We
were
had.
open. There were like portals that were on like mountains and shit around the world. And our
So
fucking government
we had a
went and
project.
fucking destroyed them and shut them down. And the last one was in
No.
South America.
We had a project. We had a project called USS Philadelphia and shit. And yes, this was supposed to be a prototype of the same tech that the Germans were using. And this was technology that they found in one of the Antarctica bases. And it was supposed to
Antarctica
be
was crazy.
it was supposed to be the Stargate equipment. And they basically were like, "Oh, we want to put it on a ship because we can't work on stuff like this on land because of the laws, because there's certain laws that would restrict them from working on quantum physics, or not quantum
Yeah.
physics, uh basically like the shit that they're working with, like the fucking the uh dark matter energy atoms and shit, whatever they were doing to make the portal trip like that.
They're still experimenting with that shit.
But bro, there's still stories about the motherfuckers, the sailors and shit, showing up in and out of the fucking I forgot what part of the ocean, but like people were like I mean, this is I don't say this like this still happens, but there used to be like occurrences where people would see like a ship, uh,
Well, like
and
in
it
the
was
Bermuda
damaged.
Triangle type shit.
Yeah, not in
Yeah, bro, that
Bermuda,
shit's crazy.
but you would think though, like all those people are stuck in time, bro. They're stuck in time.
Yeah,
They're losing
bro.
their
You know,
minds and shit.
there's so many tiny little wormholes that are even smaller than a fucking like the tip of a needle that you just can't even access,
For,
right? What
for
if
all you
there's
know, they're
one
probably
right
teleporting
there
to
that you
space.
just can't fucking see in the Bermuda Triangle and it's big as fuck?
Right, yeah, and the birds just pass through it and they don't fucking pass through the back. Yeah, that's
There's a
some scary
lot of
shit because
shit
you
that
don't know
goes
where it goes.
crazy over there.
You
Shit
don't
goes
know where it
missing for
goes.
days and then
For all you know.
all of a sudden it comes back like what?
You have
Those
to
are the
fly in a
lucky
straight
ones
circle.
too.
You have to fly in a straight circle just to make it through. Make it
Like
out.
they lose all signal of that
You'll get
shit for
stuck.
like hours or for days and then all of a sudden it comes back and they're still in the air like, huh?
Well, because when you're in the air, you're basically gliding. Basically gliding when you're in the air.
They're
But when you
thinking it's
lose all
something to do
electronics
with
and shit,
uh the electro or whatever the fuck it is, the electromagnetic current or some shit like that, and it affects
I don't know.
all
I think I know
fucking
what you're talking
like
about.
electronics and
But
shit like that.
so think like a black hole. Get sucked into a black hole. They first they spiral around, and
I
then once
just
they go
saw an
in, there's like
article
that
about
straw.
them saying that they just figured out everything they thought about black holes was wrong.
Yeah, yeah, because it's like it's a straw effect, right? Once you go into the center, uh, you basically it looks like you're standing still, but what's going on is like part of you is going through the straw effect, where like you're passing through, and it's like your legs are first, like everything's stretching. You're not literally stretching. It's just like the way that the light is working. It makes it look
Yeah,
like
it
you're
makes it look like your particles are fucking separating and shit.
like you're spaghettiing. You're
Yeah.
going spaghetti. And then once you're finally getting passed through, like your head, that's when you start rapidly spinning, like real fast. And then once you're done spinning, you shoot straight down.
Yeah, they're basically saying like, yeah, like black holes don't fucking consume everything and like destroy everything that it consumes. Basically, it
Because
just puts it into
there's
another
things that come right
dimension.
back. There's things that come right back, and it
Yeah,
basically
there's
gets
some
passed
things that
along
come back and there's
to the
everything
outer
else
ring.
goes to another dimension type shit.
Yeah, I don't know. That's some nightmare type shit though. That's nightmare
Yeah,
fuel.
fuck all that.
Wouldn't want to know where that shit goes.
And yep, no.
That shit's dark too, because it's like all the light passes through there.
But the fact
You'll
that
see
we've
some
never
shit.
heard anything from anyone that's ever been sucked into one, bro, tells me that it's probably better than here.
For all you
Nah,
know,
because how do you
it
go
could
back
actually
through
be.
something that's only one way, bro? You just can't, bro. They're probably just stuck there like forever looking for a way out.
For all you know, it probably took them the same. It could be like a reverse puddle type shit, you know?
Yeah,
Like
you
you
know,
step in a
yeah, okay,
puddle.
I understand what you're saying. I was already like kind of thinking the same thing. Like if you get sucked to the other side
Like
and
you
it's
come,
supposed to be another dimension, wouldn't it be sucking on the other side too? I
yeah.
don't fucking know.
This is the type of stuff
All
that
I
the
know is I'm
scientists
trying to
think
get
about
sucked
for
on the
years.
other side too.
Yeah.
Whatever side I'm on.
Hey, but I'm curious. I'm curious. Does your DNA change though? When you go through that process, does your DNA change as well?
What if
That's
you
what I'm trying
gain
to
some
figure out.
chromosomes, dude? You come back out like with downs and shit.
All right, you remember Doom, right? You remember watching Doom?
No.
All right,
Dude, it's
so in
been
Doom,
forever.
they basically had the concept where like they had portals and stuff, but like an entity contaminated the portal, so anything that pops through the portal, like a human, comes out as basically it's a like they come out of entity and shit. Whatever demon morphed into the contaminated the portals and shit basically contaminates those humans once they pass through the portal.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So
I guess.
that's what I'm well, that's what I'm thinking is like for all we know, that shit's probably contaminated with alien DNA that we don't know.
A
And
bunch of alien
yeah,
jizz makes the portal.
yeah,
Get
if
washboarded by
it
alien jizz on
contaminates
your way through the portal.
if it contaminates our DNA and shit, it basically like morphs into like a creature that probably has like a different intelligence and stuff. Like it's not the same. It could be like a drone or parasite.
I just feel like
And
as soon as you get to the other side of the portal, you're getting fucking poked and prodded, dude. And
I don't know. This is just my theory though. That's just my theory. Is like you don't want to pass through a portal that you have no. You know what I mean? That's like sticking your dick in somewhere where you shouldn't.
yeah, but
And then
in the same
not
sense
expect to
though,
catch
like
something.
wormholes don't show you the other side of what's on the other side of the wormhole. It shows you what's in the wormhole.
Nah, even when you're passing through the tube, you wouldn't be able to see shit because it's gonna be dark as fuck.
Yeah, but it depends on what method you're using though. Like teleporting is different. Like you have to use dark matter and shit like that for that kind of shit. But like wormholes are natural. Like they're here already. Like when you
But
see one in real
but
life,
you
it'll blend in with its surroundings and everything. Like it's almost invisible. But when you see inside of the wormhole, it's supposed to show what's on the other side type shit.
but for all you know, it it fuck you pass through that shit. Probably painful and shit because you're probably gonna be ripped apart. Like all your separate atoms and shit get ripped apart. And once you pass through the straw, you get put back together. But because your body's already been separated,
You
you're
ain't
just
doing
probably
that
gonna
no
morph
more.
into like a little ball. I don't know. That's just this is the type of shit I think about because it's like you never know what the fuck.
No, I feel that.
Yeah, morph into like a big ass ball and shit.
This
New
fool was
ball.
asking an evil question. You're like,
Yeah,
I
that
didn't
is
say
wild
nothing
question.
about that kind of shit.
Yeah, but hey, you never know, bro. It's fucking.
Bro, literally all you know is what you've been taught by somebody else that's been told by somebody else, bro. Like, we really don't know shit.
Some big ass pants. I should have opened these up a while ago. God damn.
And you only know as much as how many people you know and how many experiences you've had and, you know, all that kind of shit.
We only know what we're told.
How many different kinds of lives you live type shit. Are you good at one thing, or are you like jack of all trades type shit? There's a lot of people that only know what they've learned, you know what I'm saying? Like people that worked one career their whole life, that's all they know. That's it. They don't know anything outside of that shit, but they like to pretend to.
Opinions.
I mean, like, yeah, within that type of shit, you know, obviously, you know, people be going on vacation and doing this kind of shit and that kind of shit. People have hobbies and shit, but not everybody, bro. There's a lot of just in the way motherfuckers, bro, in existence.
I wonder if NASA's still hiring people. I'd be like, I'll put on my job application, like, oh
I
yeah,
feel
I'll
like
be the
fucking Elon Musk owns their ass.
no, no. Elon doesn't own NASA. He just owns the Starlink or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. I think he's trying to get to that point, though. You know what I'm saying? Because like NASA's almost dead.
Yeah, yeah. He's trying to outdo NASA.
Well, he's pretty much already is because NASA's too broke to do anything. So like, Hasn't NASA been like helping him too? I feel like NASA's been helping him too. Because they don't really have shit going on there right now. They're like basically
You think it had
on
to
the
be
ed,
money?
on the verge of being out of business already, bro.
They're about to start selling crack.
For real. They're about to start selling fucking moon rocks. Fuck it, let's run some resurgence squads real quick.
Alright.
I'm just playing to kill people. I don't care about nothing else. Relax. Cause I'm a piece of shit.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy soldier
Oh, I'm gonna finish that shit.
all stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone. Resurgence. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back fast. Your team leader. Set a drop point to your squad soldier.
Wow. I thought there would be a team. Oh, I forgot there's full fucking chat band too. That's great.
I'm moving here.
Perfect landing spot too. Damn, we're dead already. We got fucked up. That shit was funny. What did I do, bro? Did I turn that shit off? I think I... Wow. The squad fill was off, bro. Why? Every time.
Yeah.
Every time I try to play my first match, this should be off, bro. What?
I had my pistol. I didn't have any other gun. I see the guy jump down right behind me. And I was like, oh shit. And I tried to shoot him.
I know, I got him down to like 1 or 2 shots and he got me, like, I knew it. I started laughing so hard, bro. I was like, damn, we're already done.
I think he was watching the whole time. I don't know how he landed real fast.
I don't either.
He had to have landed before us.
Well, he jumped out way sooner for sure. I didn't even know where I was going at first, and maybe he did. So I can't believe I landed. My first crate was a fucking loadout crate. I was like, what?
Oh yeah.
So I had
I
my
did get some for
loadout, but
rentals.
I just fucking couldn't get him.
Yeah, I got cooked first. I was trying to revive myself. Couldn't do it.
I know. I tried too, but he was like, nah, that ain't happening.
Fuck it, let's do another one.
Yep, I got the squad fill on this time.
Wait. Bro, somebody's level 569.
That's wicked.
Bro's master prestige. Yeah.
Hopefully we get some good teammates, like other teammates that are good, bro. Cause
Nah, I'm trash.
I don't know
Hopefully,
what they were doing. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, bro. But
Use
they were
this
doing
time for some
something.
target
the
practice.
worst part was I couldn't understand him at all. Like, I only get the last part because he cursed me out, kind of.
Cursed you out? Why would he have cursed you out though?
Do you not hear him?
That's just funny.
I was tempted to do a back, but I wanted to get
That's funny.
Enemies dropping into the AR.
Wait, but who said they were trash? Was that our teammate?
And I know, in the stuff, if I did curse him out, it's really unpleasant to say to anybody.
For real?
Because you understand what I said last time, remember?
I think so, yeah.
I said, "Quita tu madre."
Oh my goodness, who was this?
That's why I
Oh,
was saying,
Lord.
like, I actually really mean that. And I'm pretty sure you know him.
Resurgence.
God damn.
Survive to
God.
redeploy fallen teammates.
Yeah,
Kill
I
to bring
got
them
you.
back faster.
Go prison because I'm gonna escape contact.
Hit the window, hop in. No guns, one box. Cypher. I love it.
Guys,
Loadout box?
this is
Oh
one of
my
the-
god, I love this game.
Why?
Just got a loadout box.
Lucky? You actually? No,
Yeah, I
I
swear.
because I got a freaking Craig C and I got like an Bro, get it. He's camping the whole time. He's camping. Get out.
Choo! Nah, his gun fries. Yo, his gun fries.
We've got 10 squads active in the
Yeah,
field.
never mind. I was not beating that. He had an AK. I was not beating that shit at all. No chance. Yo, is this the real Raffy the plug, bro? This cannot be the real Raffy the plug. He got the stink in his clan tag.
This fool's chat ban, but this is Ralphie the Plug's top blazer.
Oh, it's his top glazer. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but we play with Ralphie every day.
Nah, actually?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
you don't watch his live streams on YouTube?
Marking the rest of them.
Nah, I might have to tap in. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, get on there, bro. He be live every day.
Yo, that's
Get
crazy.
to me.
I'm gonna have to tap in. That's crazy. Where are you? Oh, you're right here. You?
Enemies are dropping into
You'll
the
see
area.
me in the
Watch
chat
sky.
too in the same name.
I'm gonna tap.
Whole leader's got
Ooh.
headshot snipe.
Yeah, it's not. Ah! This gun. Oh my goodness.
Squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
Yo, what are these guns?
Enemy UAV is online. Squad mate.
No way. Oh, you got a fucking stinger.
Got one.
Go get your revenge.
Yo, knocked him. Res.
He's right here.
Hey man, we got enemies.
Yo, oh my God, there's one behind us.
Hit hard that time. Dust yourself off.
I was.
Bro, that fool thought you were Ralphie the Plug.
That's crazy.
I was like, no, that's Ralphie's
him.
top glazer. And he's like, oh shit, it is. He's like, yeah, I see he got the stink in his name and shit. And I was like, bro, we be playing with Ralphie all the time. I'm like, you don't watch him on YouTube? He's live every day. He's like, oh no, I'm gonna have to tap in.
Bro, that guy. All right, so so much weird stuff. So he's playing with a kid,
Yeah.
and then it just sounded like he was flirting with bro.
It sounded like he thought it was a girl, huh?
No, it was a girl.
Was it? It sounded like a little boy, dude.
It was a kid, yeah. It was a kid though, and he sounds like he's like fucking 21 and older.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking some shit like that too.
I muted both of them. I was like, nah, I'm not trying to hear this shit. Yeah. I don't know, but I've seen his name before.
You have? What was his name? Atlas?
Atlas.
Yeah, I think I've seen that shit before too.
And you know what? I've got on him about that shit already. I've already got on him about that. I was like, hey, bro, like, what are you doing playing with kids?
Yo, I do that to people too, bro. But at the same time, when I was a kid, I was playing with adults too. So I was like, who the fuck am I?
Nah, I know, but I already called him out before. And then here we go again with that guy.
Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully we catch him in the chat, then we don't tell him. Then.
You gotta tell him. I can't. I'm already chat banned. I
feel like I'm finna get reported next time I go off on somebody, bro.
Bro.
I bet that fucking weirdo hella reported my account, bro.
Who?
The fucking off rip fool. I feel like he hella reported my shit.
What, on YouTube?
Yeah, bro, I was calling him fucking Chomo, like a whole bunch of shit, dude. I was going off on that motherfucker, bro.
Nah, I wouldn't worry about it.
I'm not really worried about it. I'm just saying I bet he fucking did, since he was assuming I fucking reported his shit. What the fuck? Man, I don't be reporting shit except for people that are cheating on COD, bro.
Facts.
That's all I report. And that's still like doing too much for me, bro.
Yeah, Ralphie calls me the feds now because I be doing that, bro. You don't
Yeah,
even see.
Ralphie don't
You
be
don't. Or,
doing that, but sometimes he'd be like, "Oh, that fool's cheating."
nah, I've heard of before. He was like, "Hey, where's Paco at?" Like, fuck, they're fucking cheating. Where the
Yeah, I've
fuck's
heard him do
Paco at?
that.
I know. I'm like, damn, bro. What the fuck you expect me to do? Just join up, report your asses, and leave? Like, the whole reason why I don't join up is because he called me fuck. Oh, Paco, you're fucking ass. You're fucking trash, Paco. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You were just literally, bro. What do you want me to do? Just be here, just so you can talk shit? Like, damn.
Is Paco even your real name?
Uh, nah, bro. You know we don't about
No, we don't
codes.
be doing that. I was just saying, do you actually put your real name in your shit?
Yeah, if it doesn't pertain my ID, yeah.
You're like, as long as it's not my last name too, fuck it. You're like,
Yeah,
call me
no,
Pac-Man.
for real. Paquits. And I tried putting that. I typed that in, and then people read it, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck? Packets? This guy's a hacker.
Packets.
What? Packets? No wonder. No wonder. So the high latency. He's fucking. He's
Yeah.
eyes glitching me.
10% packet loss.
Yeah, he's like this guy. Packets or packets ever since he joined up. Fucking game's tripping. Like, dude, what the fuck? I just joined up, bro. Goddamn, calm down. Like, nah, I've seen his name before. I'm like, nah, bro.
Chill, bro. Trying to give it back to
Like,
you. I'm
hey,
fucking attacking me, bro.
fuck, I need a belt, bro.
This fucking
Hate
dog is
this.
crazy, bro. Chill. Chill. No.
Lost my belt.
Fuck. You're too strong, bro.
Belt. Weapons. Oh, there it is.
You little fucking chunker.
No.
Well, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alright, for sure.
So I got this idea, right?
Alright, lay it on me. Lay it on me, brother, man.
So we be sitting here doing like some podcast shit, but on COD, bro. So we might as well just create a podcast, call it CODcast.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. As a form of a prototype, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See how that shit goes? Codcast. In the
Yeah,
middle
but
of us
I
talking
can't talk
about
about.
serious deep conversations, bro, we just be killing some fools.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
yeah. I can't talk about Johnson and Johnson. I'll get sued. I already signed a
Can
fucking waiver
anybody talk
saying
about Johnson and Johnson?
yeah. Remember, didn't I tell you about? Oh, bro, even just talking about it right now, I can't even do that. I know you're live.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can anybody talk about them? They're still in
Well,
business. I mean,
they're already going to court anyways.
they've
So
been going
it's
to
not
court.
like anything. I know, but it's because of it's because of an issue that they're trying to avoid and dodge.
They just have so much
Black
money
people
that
dying.
they just pay shit off, bro. They're like the Diddy of the fucking like
Oh yeah,
baby powder
yeah, I know.
industry.
Fucking, they
And the
got more
baby
money than
oil
Boeing.
industry.
They got more money than Boeing and shit. And I ain't trying to look like the next Boeing casualty. Like crazy ass note left on the side, like 7 shots to the back of the head. That's
I done
crazy.
sold more powder than Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah,
Fucking Biggie Smalls.
but yeah, man. Nah, I signed a waiver, so I can't publicly be like, oh yeah, fucking COVID.
You be doing too much.
I
Is it
be
because
asking
you
too
got
many
the
questions,
shot, the
bro.
vaccine thing?
No.
You're like, it's because
Uh,
I'm gay.
I got somebody fired at a research facility because we were talking about a bunch of stuff that we weren't
This
supposed to,
guy. You
and it
snitch?
started with me just asking questions and shit, and then because we were chilling, I think he was on break, and then there was other people that came into the break room, and we were already like in depth of the conversation, and somebody overheard whatever, told him to get back to work, whatever, you know. Then I didn't see him after that. The next day follows, and then I'm told not to clock in, just wait, because somebody from dispatch was going to come and talk to me. They showed up with a waiver saying like, "Oh, um, you're not allowed back at this site anymore because you guys were talking about some very confidential information."
Damn fool.
Basically, if you don't sign this waiver, you're basically fired, you're terminated, and you would have to leave basically you have to leave the site. If you sign the waiver, I'll take you to your next site. Fuck, like, can I even read it? Like, oh, well, I don't really have time, so like, can you make this fast?
I feel like I almost had that happen to me before.
Yeah, and it was basically saying like I legally can't, or I publicly can't discuss uh what we were talking about and shit. But me being stupid, I already forgot what the fuck we were talking about. I really have to remember like, oh
You know
damn.
who Intel is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working there, bro, and I was like talking with a coworker, like about how I was like Intel controls the weather and shit, and like this guy that
Oh
worked in the
no.
this guy that was a hire, like he was in charge of like fabrications and like shit like that. He was standing behind us, bro, and I like turn around after saying this, and he's staring at me, bro, with like this death glare, bro, and I was like,
Yeah, because he's probably thinking like, even if that's true, how do you know this information?
right. He's like, bro, this guy's fucking doing the most. You like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's like, how do you
Yeah.
know
So you got to be
that?
careful.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But I got moved. I got moved to another facility and shit, and they're even told. They're even told too, like, oh yeah, like they told us to keep an eye on you. What? They're like, yeah, like da 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 da. Like we know what happened at the other site. Like please don't ask our researchers compromising questions and stuff. Da, 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 da. And I guess he was like the chairman.
Yeah, me and
Basically, what the
Tony aren't
chairman
allowed
is,
back
he's
on
like,
Intel property anymore.
oh man. But yeah, no, I was told by the chairman of the site, or not the site, the like basically the facility. He's the chairman and shit. Like he's basically the boss there, just there, not the boss of whatever. He's just the boss there of that site. And he even
Yeah.
told me too, like, yeah, man, like just like please don't ask compromising questions or whatever. Woody woody whoop. And then at that site, that was the one where they shut down two suites. Suits. They shut down two suits, right? Because it was like a row and like two rows of suits that were shut down because there was COVID. And then the rumor was that somebody died. COVID.
Yeah, man. When I was during COVID, I was a fucking UPS driver, and like they had just come out with like the test kits and shit. So here I am, driving all over the fucking place, delivering these fucking boxes full of test kits and shit. And I pull up to this fucking residential home, and like it's close to like the middle of nowhere, like farmland in Oregon over here. Well, it's not like the middle of nowhere, but it's close to a bunch of farmland and shit. And
Okay.
because I did the rural routes and shit, but I show up and they told me not to go through the doors to like set everything inside of the first set of doors because they had a lot of people there dying from COVID and shit. And I was like, I don't even want to come back here after you said that, honestly.
Who was the provider of those test kits?
Fuck, I have a picture. I have a picture of them on my phone. Actually, hold up.
All right, so does this sound familiar? Thermo Fisher.
No.
Okay.
I have a picture of them though. Hold up. Let me look at my pictures of them, cause.
Yeah, I worked security for a research company called Thermo Fisher, and they were like.
What year was it?
They were supposed to be. This was 2021.
Yeah, cause I did that shit 2020 to 2021 type shit.
Yeah, and Thermo Fisher basically they took over a couple of research sites, and they were basically using those facilities to make test kits. And they had to provide their own test kits for their employees. So every morning, everybody had to line up and take a test kit.
Yeah.
And supposedly, there was rumors that some of the test kits were exposing people to COVID.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And then another thing too, that company was getting in trouble because hospitals were reporting spoiled test kits, and they were trying to say that
it's on my other phone.
Spoiled.
It's on my other phone right now. I'm not gonna go through all that. But I know it had like biohazard signs all over it, and like I don't know. I don't even want to try and like guess the name right now.
You can always look back to Google Maps and shit, but you gotta look back to your
Well, no, I know I have a picture of like the box and everything. There might even be like the shipper name and everything on there.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, they were getting in trouble for spoiled test kits. Crazy.
Yeah, I remember in the beginning you could ask Alexa like how COVID started, like how it was created and shit, and it would tell you how and why. And then they wiped that shit.
The American testing facility in China.
Yeah, it never said anything about the guy who was It never said anything about the guy who started creating it here, and then Obama or whoever made him go overseas. Because they told him to stop doing it, and he didn't stop researching the virus. And then he, like, basically was done with it. And,
country and shit where he could do it himself.
yeah, they wanted it to be over there because it wasn't safe to have happen here if anything went bad, you know? So they moved him over
no, it
there,
went
and then
bad.
shit wound up going bad. But Alexa
from what it
would
seemed like,
say, Alexa would say that the shit was created by us, and we had researched through different graphs and like other studies to see how it would affect the other countries and like how it would affect the people and shit like that. But it got out of control.
Ecosystem.
It got out of control, and it started doing like mass numbers they weren't ready for type shit. And that's when because that shit was a thing before the government told us, hey, COVID's a thing, you know? Because I remember the year before, the flu season before that, like during the winter time, everyone at work was so fucking deathly sick, bro. Like everyone was gone, bro. It was like a skeleton crew working everywhere, bro. Like everybody was dropping like flies, bro. And the government's like, oh shit, we should probably tell them, right? And they're like, hold on, let's see how this goes, you know? And then they wait till February. So it's like November to fucking February. They let these motherfuckers die, bro. And then they're like, oh yeah, COVID is a fucking thing.
For research purposes.
Yeah.
Just watch them die.
Yeah, and that's basically what Alexa would tell you and everything like that. And so the government or whoever had Alexa and the Echo systems wiped clean of all the COVID shit. But I still have a recording on my other phone of this kid that sent something to someone, and it was like a recording of his Alexa and shit, or like the Alexa thing when you would ask it about COVID, and it would tell you exactly what the fuck was going on before they wiped it.
Hey, my bad, bro. I gotta go. I gotta go to work.
Oh no, you're good.
Yeah, all right, man.
Hey.
Appreciate the talk, my G.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll be on later today, but I'll be back on like 7 hours from now.
All right.
All right, bro.
Later. Yeah. Ozzy. Ozzy. You a good boy?